Hello, everyone. There is a lot of buzz about English becoming the next programming language. I even ran a poll on LinkedIn where 70% of you believe this is the future, 25% aren't convinced, and 4% remain unsure. So today, let's dive into why English might streamline how we build software, but also why traditional coding isn't going anywhere. Okay, so let's understand the concept first. Okay, so when we say English is the next programming language, we are talking about using the plain everyday language to describe a feature, like building a secure logging page or setting up a automated mail system, right? And letting AI to translate into the code. So imagine skipping the memorization of the syntax or libraries, and also the other focusing areas. Now, you just need to focus on describing your vision in that case, right? But here is the catch: while you speak or type in English, the computer still needs the actual code. It can't read or execute the natural languages directly. It relies on the machine language as its core. Okay, so think of English as a higher language input that sophisticated AI translates into the Python, Java, JavaScript, or C++, and whatnot. Name any language, okay, or whatever underlying language is required. Okay, so this is the concept for this, like how this is gonna work. Like when you type something in English, this is gonna convert into the machine language, right? The coding language which the machine understands, right? Okay, now let's talk about like why traditional coding still matters, right? So even if AI gets really good at understanding our requests, traditional coding continues to matter for several reasons. The first thing is like precision and the performance. So complex systems like self-driving cars, embedded device, or even the finance platforms needs carefully optimized code. Okay, so humans oversight ensures efficiency, security, and reliability. Then comes the second is the legacy infrastructure. So we have decades of tested production level code that business relies on, right? And replacing all of them, all of that with the purely English based system isn't realistic, right? Or cost effective in near term. Then third thing is like problem solving and debugging things, right? AI generate code isn't perfect, we all know, right? Developers need to step in, fix the bugs, fix the edge cases, address the performance bottlenecks, and handle or anticipate the issues that may occur in future, right? If we use the English, right? And if we use the English, these all things would be overlooked, right? Then the third point here I want to discuss is like what would be the role of the developers, in near futures, right? How the role would be evolved in the near coming future or the coming years, right? So architects of the ideas, right? Like now instead of manually crafting the every line of code, developers might shift to guiding AI and ensuring the final outputs meeting certain standards, right? So instead of they doing all things manually or something like that, they might use the AI to help them in coding, like that GitHub Copilot is doing, or some other AWS services are also doing. Whisper is doing, right? GitHub Copilot is doing. There are some third party tools as well which are doing that, right? Now the domain experts, right? So it's not enough to say like build a secure system. You need a deep knowledge, whether that is in healthcare compliance, whether these are the financial regulations, the e-commerce things, right? There are a lot of things come into the pictures. There are a lot of nitties and gritties here and there to tell AI exactly what secure means in that context, right? Then the debuggers and the optimizers, right? So no matter how advanced the AI becomes, code will still need the quality checks, like what is the quality of your code? So okay, how many critical issues are there? How many major issues are there? Okay, in the DevOps world, we use the Sonar Cube, we use some static code analyzers, which basically finds the bugs. They find the quality of your code, right? So this all need the human interventions, right? Like they need to diagnose the bottlenecks, optimize the queries, or handle special use cases that are very that might AI might miss them. Okay, so this is why the idea that English would become the interface for coding is exciting, but it does not completely replace the role of the skilled engineer. It's just shifts their focus from you know root coding to the higher level of solving skills, right? So now if we talk about like the summary of this thing, like if I want to conclude this thing, so the hype around English as the next programming language highlights the future where AI powered systems make coding more accessible, especially for the people without the formal programming background, like non-technical people, semi-technical people. This is good for them, right? However, the backbone of the software developments will still remain the traditional code, because computers ultimately execute the precise instructions, not the plain English, right? Whether you are among 71% who see this as a next wave, good. 25% who believe we still have a long way to go, good. And 4% still deciding, good for them. They need to decide. One thing is certain here, right? We are entering an era where human intent and machine executions are getting closer, okay, than ever, okay. But rest assured, seasoned developers and strong coding fundamentals will continue to drive force behind the reliable, secure, and the efficient applications. So that is what like I think, right? And thanks for watching this video. If you found this video useful, share your thoughts in comments. And if you believe like English is the next programming language, or if you don't believe this, or if you are still not sure, please share your thoughts and let's keep this conversation going on, and see you next time. Thank you.